good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you find yourself listening to this podcast. This is Bridget Jones coming at you with another rambling from my life. Some of it's on business, real estate agent, some of it's on personal, some of it blends both of them together. And tonight, I think what I'm talking about blends everything together. It's about life and death. And unfortunately, this week, I had to help one of my dear dog family members pass over. And he's been in our life for 10 years, so it's definitely saying goodbye to a friend. And it's very interesting and humbling to be with another sentient being when they take their last breath. It really does put everything into perspective, right? We're all going to be there at one point in time, and so often we can get wound up in whatever's going on in our lives, whether it's in the day or turns into a week, turns into a month, turns into a year. But life is so precious. And yesterday, going through that and seeing Neo pass on, again, just reminded me about priorities and how fragile life is. And I was listening also after that. I needed to listen to some talks to put things in perspective. And so I was listening to one that talks about the earth and about how precious life is. If you think about it, the earth is a big rock, right? It's this big rock in a universe, in a big black universe, floating around, and in at least our known, what we know, there is no other life like there is on Earth. Of course, there could be, but for what we can tell so far, there isn't. So there's this big, big rock. And on this rock, there is, the earth, there's dirt. And between just, below the earth to just above the earth, really not that high up, is where life exists as we know it. So a very sliver of an area. Just put this in your mind of this rock with this just sort of this sliver of an area around the rock where everything we know as life exists. How fragile is that? That just blows my mind. So regardless of what's going on in our life, really it puts it in perspective when you take that overview, that big picture, that honestly, if something's annoying you or, your boss or something at work that just isn't going right, literally think about the fact that we are here in this small area of possibility to live and how fragile and precious that is. And, stop in the moment. And another thing I heard him say was, take a deep breath in and imagine you don't know if you're going to take a deep breath out. And really appreciate that deep breath in without anticipating the deep breath out. And when you breathe out, appreciate the opportunity to breathe out. I hope you have a great night, and until we talk again.